It was a dark and stormy night. I don't know if you guys heard that thunder, but it's currently a dark and stormy day in Richmond. A storm swirled the area. But anyway, what's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. So Rob Parker warned us a long time ago about RG3. He warned us a long time ago from rumors that this was not the type of dude, he was not the type of guy that was a fan of our community. Everybody, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's one of the most realist statements that you'll ever encounter. And I'm not talking about everybody got to be a Democrat. Everybody got to, no, I'm not a Democrat. And I'm not talking about everybody has to have the same belief system. No. I don't believe in that nonsense. We're not a monolith. But at the heart of every black man, on some level, even if you choose to be with someone of a different race, you can't have hatred in your heart toward black women. I'm sorry. I know it's like the chic thing to do now, to just shit on sisters, you know, for any reason. You know what I'm saying? Always to crap on a sister, even if she does something great and she is the opposite of everything that you loathe and the stereotype. You still find some way to crap on her. She's just destined to become a 304. They're all the same. Now you're starting to sound like an Archie Bunker type. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So RG3 recently posted, I might have been on his Instagram, a disgusting image of Angel Reese. Now, Angel Reese of the Chicago Sky, after a very slow start, right? New head coach, you know, new system, I guess. She has been on a tear. I think in her last 6 games, Angel Reese has been averaging something like 19 points, 17 rebounds, and 6 assists. For the season, she's averaging, like, after a very slow start, 13 points and 13 rebounds, and then I think close to 5 assists. And the thing that she's really improved on, if you watch her, is her ball handling has improved, her passing has improved, and her jump shot is getting better. Now, it's a process. And I doubt she's ever going to shoot 50% from the floor. But she's definitely improved. And that's what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? Also, I think the Sky have won 3 games in a row. So if they can continue with that, they may be able to even sneak into the playoff picture. Because that's what you want to see. You still want to have team success, right? So she's named the cover athlete of the WNBA edition of 2K 2026. She's had a signature shoe out there. She has all these endorsements going on. And of course, leave it to her haters to overshadow that by posting an image of her as a gorilla. Okay? And we all know that the image of a gorilla or an ape or a chimp have been, and always has been, at least over the past, I give it 200 years, the most hated and most racist symbol for black people, because some people believe that we're just out of the trees, as Ronald Reagan once said in a phone call. Some of them believe that we're just slightly ahead of apes. We're inherently violent, unpredictable, you know what I'm saying, a danger to society because of our strength and unpredictability, violent and ignorant and dumb like apes. You get what I'm saying? So that has always been probably the worst racial stereotype equivalency that you can think of. And RG3 decided to post that image. And while he tried to feign like he was scolding the racists, he couldn't help but take a shot at Angel Reese herself. Now, I haven't really been following what all of that's about. All I know is that he seems to be insistent that Angel Reese hates Caitlin Clark. Now, this is what bothers me about these motherfuckers. Even if she does not like Caitlin Clark, why does that give you motherfuckers so much pain in your heart? Like, why does that bother you so much? And why does that bother you more than the image of her being depicted as an ape? You explain that to me. Why does that bother you so much? Even if, like I said, even if she doesn't like Caitlin Clark. And what the fuck does Caitlin Clark got to do with this whole situation? I'm telling you, man, these guys have a fucking mental issue, bro. No matter what Angel Reese does, it always comes back to Caitlin Clark. But then you motherfuckers will say, well, Angel Reese ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is the only player that's great. Angel Reese ain't nothing. You know, whatever she does doesn't mean anything. Caitlin Clark is the only real superstar of the two. But you always keep linking Angel Reese to Caitlin Clark. You guys do it. So Ryan Clark checked this clown, and rightfully so. And it doesn't make any sense, man. At this point, you just have to make the assumption that this guy has a problem with black women. And I think that is the case. He has a serious problem with black women. Dude, you got yourself a wife that of your preference. You be on your videos drinking milk, sending subliminal messages that white milk tastes better than chocolate milk. Okay, fine. Since that's so important to you. Now look, me personally, this is my belief about who you want to be with. If you like a light-skinned woman, fine. If you like dark-skinned women, fine. If you like white women, fine. If you like Latino women, fine. I don't give a fuck what you like, bro. That's your preference. Do you? But you shouldn't hate somebody because you had a couple of bad experiences with a woman of a certain persuasion. You shouldn't hate black women because of a couple of black women you've been with. And I really do believe that a lot of these dudes hate Angel Reese because they remind them of certain women who didn't give them the time of day. Maybe those women aren't for you. Maybe those women are for the streets. Absolutely. Look, man, I'm 45 years old. I've encountered and had the same experiences many of you all have had. And I've had those moments when you like, fuck women, man. Fuck. But at the end of the day, there are a lot of great women out there. But let's be honest. Fellas, we love hoes. Well, I should have used that term. We love 304s. We can act like we don't, but we love them. Just like how we chastise women for liking Pookie and Ray Ray and all that. That's true. But dudes like 304s. Dudes love trying to stay turning 304s and pole dancers into 304 into housewives, and it doesn't work. And then we lament women, but you got the sister who may not have the biggest booty, may not be the prettiest thing, doesn't necessarily catch our eye like the other ones do, physically, sexually, but she's making $170,000 a year. But because her skin color isn't quite what makes your dick hard, you don't want her. She got her own home. She owns her own home, or on the verge of owning it. She don't have any kids. And if she does have kids, they're almost grown. They're well behaved. She's not the stereotype, but you don't want her. You want Shaquita. But because Shaquita isn't what you want her to be, and your tunnel vision is on Shaquita and Kamisha and Tanisha and all of that, that's what you think of. You know? But anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.